Hey y'all, what's up? Here's another story about nothing. The following is a reading from a recent review I just posted about an establishment. This won't be very interesting if you don't know me personally, so this is the part where you just keep scrolling. I'm petty. When I retired from my DJ business, I tried to somewhat be a social person by going out, because when I was out, I was working as a DJ and not really being a social person. And since I was a karaoke host for a few years, I know how to sing, so I stuck to what I knew. I'm going to read this review that I posted about a karaoke show at a bar in Route 88 in Castle Shannon, and I won't name it here. Let's continue. Pardon the lack of eye contact because I am reading directly from my computer screen. I'm only here to review the karaoke host. There's nothing on the menu that I eat, and the bar staff has been spotty with their service over the 3 visits that I've made. Drinking isn't that important to me, but the service could be better. I shouldn't have to chase a bartender. I'll leave that up to other reviews because they have complained about the bar staff. This is just about the karaoke host. Where to begin? Well, my first visit was 2 years ago, and the karaoke host left much to be desired. Besides not having much of a personality and a terrible stage presence, he was having equipment issues that night and made absolutely no effort to troubleshoot. The bar staff had to correct his problem because he just sat there waiting for other people to fix the connection. Connection issue he was having with the TV display. When he finally resumed the show, he just flipped his computer around and had us sing off of that screen because he never actually got the TV connected. I dragged him in a TikTok post back then because he was that bad. My most recent 2 visits were considerably worse. If you don't arrive early, it could be a couple of hours before you get to sing. This guy either doesn't know or doesn't care how to run a karaoke rotation. He literally just runs names in the order that they were listed. So if you sign up 2 or 3 songs, one after another, you'll actually get to sing 3 times in a row because he just calls names. Like he has a tablet, you write the names down, and if you write down 3 songs, you're gonna sing 3 songs. This most recent visit, I witnessed one singer go up 3 times and being called for a 4th trip in the hour and 15 minutes that I was there. He didn't have a lot of singers, just the same people going up multiple times. It got so bad, one of his regulars that had already sang 3 times stopped him twice and asked him to put other people up before he sang a 4th time because they had been waiting so long. Like I said, the show starts at 8:30 and I think I showed up right around 9:45. So there you have it. He's awful. He's a sentient blob that just remains seated pretty much the whole night, unless he's getting food, going out to vape or smoke, and perhaps a restroom break. He sits there, yelling across the room for singers. He doesn't even use the microphone, so if the room happens to be busy, you won't hear him calling your name. His regulars seem to be content or complacent with his methods. I reckon they're just used to mediocre disappointment. They're not regulars for nothing, and apparently have made him busy enough to expand the show from bi-weekly to every week. That doesn't make him any good, just convenient. I'm seriously wondering if he's related to the ownership or perhaps just the cheapest guy for the job. If it weren't for the fact that I was in the presence of people I knew, because that's the only reason that I went there, I wouldn't have gone back a 2nd and 3rd time. I was feeling a lot of self-hatred, obviously, and I suppose that I deserved this experience. My punishment for returning to his karaoke show. I'm not a diva, and I'm not whining. I was a DJ for 28 years and a karaoke host for 4, so I know how to run a show. This guy is just so awful, he made me want to come back out of retirement. And they definitely don't have to worry about me going back to that establishment. Here's the thing. The whole obvious point is, I don't want to make the effort to go out and waste my time because this jackass doesn't know how to do his job. Many people have complained, but yet no one has approached the ownership. The other shows I attend on Fridays operate on opposing weeks. I was bored and kind of knew what I was getting into, but this was actually the worst that it has been. And if the regular patrons don't have an issue, who am I to disrupt the harmonious balance of their abusive relationship? I was dead serious about coming out of retirement because in addition to him, there are some pretty awful karaoke hosts out there. Problem is, it would completely defeat the purpose of me wanting to go sing. Yet, I would be making money, but also that would obligate me to be out on a consistent basis. The best solution for me would be to roll the dice, stick to familiar venues, and just never go back to that place again. And there you have it, my friends. Just another story about nothing. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.